Power 106.7.
Live and direct.
Let's go. Hey, this is Aaron Paul and Double J. I love your face.
There he is, Aaron Paul, ladies and gentlemen.
Bravo.
So let's start this off by saying we all know Breaking Bad was filmed here in Albuquerque. And I was an extra on Breaking Bad as well as my co-host LB.
Yes.
But we were kind of offended that we didn't get trailers and stuff.
Yeah.
Like you and Steven.
I didn't understand that part.
I showed up 30 minutes late, and the casting director was like, hey, you're late. And I'm like, I'm looking for my trailer player.
That's just wrong. I don't understand why you didn't get trailers.
The scene that we filmed was in downtown Albuquerque. It's when you went to call Brian on the payphone. And do you remember how cold it was that morning?
Season 5. Oh, yes. And where we had all of those extras in that little town square.
Yeah, the little plaza.
Yeah. Oh, my God. It was bitter cold.
Yeah, it was like 27 degrees. So, and Brian's been on the show before. And so I see Brian, I'm sitting next to him on the park bench when you go to call him. And he looks over and he goes, Double J, what the hell are you doing here? And I'm like, oh, hey, what's up, Brian? Just do my acting thing. And he goes, it's not as easy as it looks, huh? And I go, absolutely not, man. It sucked out there.
Yeah.
What's the worst part of being an actor?
Well, it's so funny. To me, I mean, it's so many people that are outside of the business, they just look at this world as being so glamorous.
Right.
But as you can tell, just that one day was, we're working 12 to 14 hours in the freezing cold.
Yeah.
And that's, it doesn't sound that bad, but it's just long hours. I mean, I think for me, the worst part of being an actor is the celebrity element of it all. Some people think, oh, no, that sounds great, but I personally just, I'm not that into it.
You don't like it?
I just don't love it. I could take it or leave it. I mean, I would love to be able to go to the airport and not have to, have my hat all the way down, and just play cards with my wife, and not be, bothered every 15 seconds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love taking pictures with fans and giving back whenever I can. But when it gets to a point when there's a line forming, when you're standing in line for the restroom or it's just such random places that you're standing at the urinal. And the guy's like, oh my God, let me take a picture of you. I'm like, well, no, not right now.
I told LB that was uncool to do to you.
Yeah, my bad. It won't happen again, bro.
That was LB in the bathroom there.
My beef.
Oh, man.
You know what's funny was that day that we were filming that scene, Civic Plaza, I was talking with Brian, and Brian called you over, and we all took a picture. Me, you, and Brian took a picture, right? And then you said, hey, man, I'm going to hit the head. You went to the bathroom. Literally, extras on the show started following you to the bathroom.
Yeah. I get it, and the thing is, without fans, this entire business would not exist. So we all appreciate them, but just to an extent, I just
you wish you were famous, but you wish you were Cereal Day famous, right? When you used to do the cereal commercials.
I mean, I wish I could do. I can't imagine having the fame some of the top actors out there, like the Brad Pitts of the world or the Tom Cruises, where they can't. They're just all different animals. They cannot leave their house without being followed by a bunch of vans full of paparazzi.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that world.
You're pretty famous, man. A lot of people love you. I posted up on my Facebook page that you were coming on the show, and there were so many girls saying, "Oh my God, I love Aaron Paul." That is you too. Would you give it all away just so nobody knew you?
I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, it's I love what I do so much, and so I don't think I would give it away for anything. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you got to take. You just have to take. And I'm not completely. I like I said before. I love the fans, and I love. I do a bunch of things via social network like Twitter. I mean, I'll invite random fans to go. Hey, I'm in, Chicago. Come meet me at this pizza joint. Pizza's on me.
that's cool.
I'll ask for it. I'll ask for it sometimes, but when I'm asking for it, at least like I'm prepared.
Right.
But if I'm sitting down at a nice dinner with my family who I haven't seen for a while, and then, people just constantly come up to our table while we're eating and want to take pictures, that's when it gets a little much.
And again, I told LB, not cool.
It's you again. I knew
bad.
it.
It won't happen again.
LB's obsessed with you. He's like one of them teenage girls. If you just tuned into the program, it's Double J in the morning. We're talking with Emmy Award-winning actor, I might add, Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad. He's got a new movie called Hellion that's at the Guild Cinema here in Albuquerque this weekend, and also on demand and on iTunes today. Aaron, let me ask you a question. Are you going to be making an appearance on Better Call Saul?
Oh, man.
You can't say, can you?
No, I know. To be honest, I wish I could say. I wish I knew. Nothing's set in stone. We've joked around about it quite a bit. We've talked about it, and so I would love to be able to play Jesse Pinkman again. I love that kid so much. So, maybe one day. I don't know. Who knows?
I heard that Vince Gilligan said if he had one thing to change about the Jesse Pinkman character, and nobody ever pointed it out to him until after Breaking Bad was over. You know what I'm talking about?
What, the teeth?
Yep. That all meth heads have bad teeth, and your teeth were always perfect. And I'm like, who would notice something like that? What is one thing you would have changed about the Jesse Pinkman character?
Man, me personally, I guess maybe the teeth, but other than that, I had such a perfect experience playing that role from beginning to end, so I don't think I wouldn't change anything.
You did this new movie. It's called Hellion, right?
Hellion, yeah.
Now, what is Hellion about?
Hellion, it's about a family in Texas just struggling to keep it together. I play the father, Hollis, and he has two young boys, and they're dealing with the death of their mother.
Right.
So, my character's wife and the two boys' mother. But Hollis blames himself for the death, and so he's just emotionally absent when it comes to the family. And so that just leads the oldest boy, who's 13. He's just struggling. He's in desperate need of some guidance, but he just starts acting out and becomes the Hellion, and lighting cars on fire and just being like a really bad kid. But you can tell he's a good kid at heart, but he's letting out his his sadness and aggression by doing crazy things. But him doing all of this leads to the state taking away the youngest boy from the family and putting the boy into the system, into pretty much foster care. And so now the Hollis and the oldest boy need to come to terms with just getting their family back together and start just acting up and just being much better. Hollis needs to be a better father, and Jacob needs to be a better son. So they're just struggling to get their family together.
It opens this weekend, first in the country at the Guild Cinema here in Albuquerque. Why Albuquerque?
To open up the film?
Yeah.
I'd like to think that there's a lot of incredible fans all over New Mexico. New Mexico is a huge part of my life, and I'm proud to show that film there to the people that I started to really get to know and love throughout the years that I lived there. And I own a place there. I don't plan on selling it anytime soon. I love New Mexico. So we're premiering in a bunch of other states throughout this next month.
Right.
But we knew that this film had to be playing in New Mexico.
Absolutely.
And so I hope people go see it.
This weekend at the Guild Cinema, also on iTunes and on demand right now. Aaron Paul, thanks so much for hanging out with us, brother.
Thank you so much.
And that's how it's done.
Wake up, wake up. Wake up with Double J in the morning. Weekdays 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Power 106.7.